Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As I previously said in my last video, I will dive deep and explore the next 3 Marvel movies and the next 3 Marvel TV shows in order and my prediction too. Let's get started. This in-depth analysis that will split into 5 videos, and each video will break down 3 Marvel movies and 3 Marvel TV shows. And this video is part 2, in other words, episode 2. And you guys can find the link to episode 1 in the description below. Without further ado, I will start talking about the next 3 Marvel movies. We're gonna start with The Fantastic Four. It will be directed by Matt Shakman and written by Josh Friedman, Jeff Kaplan, and Ian Springer. We will obviously get to see the team with their power already in the movie. It has been confirmed that the president of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, said that movie will not be an origin story. And of course the characters are Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and the last, Ben Grimm, the Thing. We will of course get to see how they got the power and flashback scenes, and I bet it will be so fantastic. And we will maybe also get to explore the Fantastic Four adventures with their story and their villains, like throughout the movie. Speaking of villains, we might officially see the debut of Doctor Doom in the MCU. And I have already stated in my previous video that Doctor Doom may play a huge role in Avengers Secret Wars Part 2. Yes, Part 2, because I think Marvel Studios will announce that Avengers Secret Wars will split into 2 parts. More of that soon in Part 5, in other words, Episode 5. The director Matt Shakman knows how to handle and control that dynamic in films, as we seen in WandaVision, where he directed all the episodes. In the upcoming Fantastic Four movie, he will focus even more on the family dynamics and relationship within the team, enhancing them and making them better than ever. We will also get to see introduction cosmic elements in the movie, similar that we have seen in Eternals with Celestials. As for this movie, we'll get to see the introduction and for the first time ever in screen, the debut of the Devourer of Worlds, Galactus. He will play a huge role in the movie alongside his herald, the female Silver Surfer, Shala Bal. It is unknown if the male version of Silver Surfer will appear, Norrin Rod, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. The last thing I want to say is I think the most surprising one is the Watcher, played by Jeffrey Wright, and will appear in the movie as the Watcher live action form. It's not confirmed, but I think he's gonna appear, and it is set to release on July 25th, 2025. The next movie is Spider-Man 4. I believe one of these characters will direct the movie, either Adil Arabi and Bilal Fallah, Drew Goddard, James Wan, or maybe Justin Lin. It is officially being written by the same writers that has wrote the first MCU Spider-Man movie. We may finally going to explore and experience Peter Parker life in college, and maybe he'll gonna meet Harry Osborn and Gwen Stacy there too. The new villains will also appear in the movie, and there are maybe villains that we have seen before, such as Scorpion, Shocker, and most importantly, Kingpin. Black Cat may also show up in the movie, and I believe Sydney Sweeney or Anya Taylor-Joy will play the role. We also expect the return of MJ and Ned. After the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, their memories of Peter Parker has been erased, setting the stage for intriguing new dynamics and potential rediscovery of their past friendship and relationship with Peter. And I really can't wait for it. The most surprising characters that might show up are Daredevil and J. Jonah Jameson. They may also return and play some kind of a big role throughout the movie. And one more thing, Spider-Man 4 movie may take place after Daredevil Born Again series. It may tie together for Kingpin involvement in Spider-Man 4, leading to Spider-Man and Daredevil teaming up on the big screen, which will be an epic moment to see in the movie as we have seen in the comics as well. And it may set to release on November 2025. And I think it's gonna be pushed back to summer 2026, but I think we have to wait and see, because it's hard to guess and knowing when they're gonna start filming, when they're going to finish the post-production. So yeah, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. And the last movie that we're gonna be talking about today is Blade. It will be directed by Yang Demenji, and it is written by Stacy Kofor and Michael Sabri. Blade is a vampire hunter that battles with supernatural threats. It is the first time ever we're gonna see it in the MCU. And it has also been confirmed that it will be an R-rated. It will show a lot of things that we would love to see in the movie, and I can't wait what Mahershala Ali as Blade will bring to us on the big screen. I don't think it will be an origin story, but it will be similar to the Fantastic Four, where his power will already be shown at the beginning of the movie, but flashbacks will be shown and tell us more about Blade's origin story and his past, and I think it will be a main thing throughout the movie. I also believe the movie will have a darker tone and more mature than any MCU movies before. That will be an interesting thing to see, and I can't wait to see what they will do with the character and the epic story they are gonna tell. The villains are yet to be known, and I think Lilith, the daughter of Dracula, will play a crucial role in the movie, played by Maya Goth. We still don't know if Dracula himself will appear in the movie. I hope it will be played by Anthony Starr. That will be my fan cast for sure. The movie of course will tie a connection to the MCU or even a TV shows, as the movie will have like a lot of supernatural elements, and we might have seen some in Moon Knight and Werewolf by Night. I don't think there will be a potential crossover with characters like Moon Knight, but I think Black Knight will appear by the end of the movie, or even as post-credit scene that will set up future MCU movies. And speaking of future MCU movies, I think Blade will set up Midnight Sun movie, which I think Kevin Feige will announce this year either in San Diego Comic-Con or D23. We have seen Moon Knight, Black Knight, Doctor Strange, The Punisher, Elsa Bloodstone, and now Blade. The most surprising character that will also appear in the movie, I think, is Ghost Rider and Mephisto. I will talk more about Midnight Suns in either episode 4 or 5, so stay tuned, and I really can't wait to share it to you with you guys. And honestly, I think it may be the first MCU movie that will release in 2026. So I think it's going to be released in February 2026. And the first TV show for the day is Daredevil Born Again. The showrunner, and it is written by Dario Scardepane. I'm so glad that Charlie Cox returns as Matt Murdock in his role as Daredevil, and also Vincent D'Onofrio returns as Wilson Fisk in his role as Kingpin. The series obviously is gonna take place after the event of Daredevil Season 3, since it has been confirmed that all Marvel Netflix series are in the MCU, with the return of Karen Page and Foggy Nelson. One of the best try I have ever seen in the TV series. So yeah, the event is gonna take place after Daredevil Season 3, and obviously it's gonna be set up after Spider-Man No Way Home and She-Hulk. We will of course explore a deeper dive into the darker and more complex aspect of Daredevil's character. With Kingpin returning, will make Matt Murdock and his friends' life more complicated than ever before. And that is the biggest challenge Daredevil will face in the upcoming Daredevil Born Again. We would also want and love to explore a further development of Matt Murdock characters and his dual life as lawyer by day and a vigilante at night. It has been confirmed that Frank Castle, aka The Punisher, will appear in the series. It is so exciting to watch him back with Daredevil. I believe we will get to see one of the best duos on TV shows, and hopefully more on the big screen. But I also do believe Jessica Jones will also appear alongside them too. I loved her so much in her Marvel Netflix series, and I believe with all my heart she will be back. And it will be the first live action TV show to release in 2025, which is set to release on March. The second series is Ironheart, written by Tanaka Hodge. We will obviously get to see the introduction of Riri Williams, a young genius who creates her own suits of armor, just like Tony Stark Iron Man. We saw her debut in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and how powerful and smart she is when it comes to creating suits. Even Shuri is amazed by her work, and she's just a kid in college. I think the legacy of Iron Man will continue to expand in Ironheart series. I also do think Riri loves Tony Stark a lot and has a huge respect to him. Remember the scene when Tony Stark was talking about his barf device on the opening scene in Captain America Civil War? Well, he was speaking to many students, and I believe Riri was one of them, sitting in the audience and just watching him as she is inspired by him. We will get to see a lot of advanced technology play a huge role in this series for sure, and her design can be used to do a good thing, or the enemies will steal from her and do bad things. We will get to explore on that for sure in this series. And of course, we will deep dive into Riri's background, motivation, and personal challenges. It may show us some flashbacks scenes too, and we don't know if she was blood between Avengers Infinity War and Endgame or not. And yeah, we know most of the characters did blood. We will get to see the Hood plays a huge role in the series, played by Anthony Ramos, who challenges Riri abilities and ideals. And as always, it will tie connections to other characters and storylines, potentially setting up crossover in the MCU movies and TV shows. And I believe she will be one of the young Avengers. And I think it is set to release on summer 2025. The last series that I'm going to be talking about today is Eyes of Wakanda, directed by Ryan Coogler, and I believe he will be also the one who is writing the series. We don't know a lot about the animated series, but I think it will be focused on Wakanda culture, where we deep dive into the rich traditions of Wakanda, and of course the exploration of Shuri's role and challenges as the new leader of Wakanda. Wakanda technology and their vibranium will draw a lot of attention to the outsiders, and it may start a war between other countries that may lead to Black Panther 3. But I don't think so, since it's an animated series, so I believe it will be set in other universe. And it will show some political theme and power struggles within Wakanda. And we also might, of course, expect to see characters like Okoye, Nakia and M'Baku. And also room for more too. Namor may still end up being a villain in this series, but it can change too, and focus on other villains, so just have to wait and see. It may set up future MCU animated series crossover event, but we have to wait and check the series and to determine what can happen and what may happen next. And I think it's gonna be released in summer or fall 2025. And that is all for today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and catch you guys later, and see you.